center of Kourou, but also at VNREDSat-1 center in Belgium, where I understand that the Minister Kural and other guests are gathered for a second chance to witness the launch tonight. So they have been waiting till now. So besides the satisfaction for what we have all seen, tonight I have also the honor to represent here my boss, the ESA Director General, Jean-Jacques Dordain, who regretfully could not remain with us after postponement of the launch. He left me a page handwritten regarding Vega that would have been his speech last Friday if we were not delayed by the altitude winds. You would have done this in Italian, and I had prepared a translation for him, but I will do it in French to be sure that I keep his spirit. Et les deux premiers lancements du nouveau lanceur russie, c'est un exploit historique jamais réalisé en Europe jusqu'ici. Vega entre dans l'histoire aujourd'hui après une mission particulièrement complexe. Des lancements réussis ne font pas encore le printemps, mais c'est un bon début, une base solide pour construire un bel avenir pour Vega. Le carnet de commandes de Vega lui garantit déjà 3 ans d'exploitation avec le lancement VERTA, qui embarquent des missions de l'ESA telles que l'AXV, l'ESA Pathfinder et Eolus, ainsi que des missions commerciales comme les 2 satellites Sentinelle de Copernicus et le satellite kazakh. Reste maintenant à l'industrie de produire et à Arianespace d'exploiter. Vous avez un bon produit, made in ESA, faites en profiter le monde. Also, these were the words of Jean-Jacques Dordain. But now, let me express also some personal feelings. And my first thought goes to the ESA member states, of course, to the Vega and VERTA program participants, primarily Italy, that with their patience and continuous support have allowed this. And also to the participants to the Proba-V program, primarily Belgium. Second, I want to dedicate my thinking to CNES CSG for keeping this launch base available to us in spite sometimes of adverse natural conditions, providing support day and night during working days, holidays with great commitment. Thank you. Third, the Arianespace team that has inaugurated the commercial exploitation of Vega with VNREDSat and that managed with reassuring experience the operations in Kourou. Number 4, industry. They have built a beautiful product that works perfectly, provides excellent performance, and allows to look ahead with confidence to the future. 5, my team, the ESA team, all the launchers, and also the Proba team, for transforming my team and not only and my dreams, and not only my dreams, but those of ESA, to transform them into reality with competence and passion. And I think these are the characteristics of all our teams. I do not make names, but I have to make one exception for Michel Courtois, who together with the reviewers, with experience and dedication, give confidence to my team. And I know that Jean-Jacques Dordain agrees on me to mention this. I think that with our member states and with all these teams that I mentioned, ideally as a unique team, we have a solid base to build the future of European launchers. Finally, 2 words on the satellite, because this is an ESA mission with the satellite of ESA on board, and I wish to thank also the Proba participants, the team of the Technical Directorate of ESA, and the industry that has built this satellite for the confidence that they have given to Vega, and for developing a satellite that will provide valuable service to Europe. Now, the complete success must be confirmed by the commissioning of the satellite, but already now we can say that the satellite is in good shape in a perfect orbit, and I think it will have a brilliant future. Last but not least, I'm glad that, like on the occasion of the first Vega launch, we have given the opportunity to a European state, in this case Estonia, to put also its first satellite into orbit. Et bien sûr, merci à tous ceux qui ont été présents ici ce soir et ont partagé avec nous ces moments. Merci. Stéphane Israël, le PDG d'Arianespace.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear customers, dear colleagues, it's late in Kourou, or maybe early in the morning, so you will allow me to say a few words in French. It will be easier for me to express my great satisfaction after this successful launch. C'est avec beaucoup d'émotion que je prends ce soir la parole pour la première fois en tant que président directeur général d'Arianespace. Comme vous le voyez, avec la réussite exemplaire de Vega, Arianespace poursuit les succès
Arianespace continued its path of successful launches on which my predecessor, Jean-Yves Le Gall, placed it for over 10 years.
L'aventure continue.
The adventure continues. This launch confirms Vega's systems a little over a year after her maiden voyage from the Guiana Space Center here last February. I'd like to thank ELV, Avio, and all the industrial partners who participated in building the launcher, which is today 100% operational, ready to offer the best service to our customers. With 3 operational launchers here at the space base, Arianespace is the only launch services operator capable of putting all types of satellites into all types of orbits. This launch also confirms a success for Europe and shows that the continent can meet a long-term challenge. I'm sure that today's newest success of Vega, which is fruit of a long collective effort, points to a bright future for our new common European projects. I'd like to warmly thank the European Space Agency, the Italian Space Agency, the French National Space Agency, and all the member states that helped finance and develop Vega in the VERTA program. And I'd like to start with Italy because you all know their commitment to Vega. I am pleased to share the happiness felt by Jean-Jacques Dordain, ESA's Director General, and by Antonio Fabrizi, ESA's Director of Launchers, to whom we owe so much, going back to the very beginnings of this project. To both men, I say bravo for your determination and many thanks. Passengers tonight link Arianespace to missions that serve the Earth and sustainable development. I underscore this important point, which is in the heart of all European Union citizens, because it shows that while technical ambitions involved in our space efforts are constantly being reviewed and renewed, space also serves the general interest. Que ces missions et cette ambition technologique sont d'abord au service de l'intérêt général et des citoyens. Je veux me tourner naturellement vers nos clients, our customers, without whom our launches would have no reason for being. You placed your trust in Arianespace and in Vega, and you did the right thing. I predict many others will follow in your footsteps. Thanks again to ESA, this time for the satellites, Proba-V and ESTCube-1. Thanks to Belgium and to Monsieur Philippe Courard, the Belgian Secretary of State for Scientific Policy, for their ongoing commitment to space. We've seen this commitment through Belgium's contribution to Vega and with the Proba-V satellite. Thanks also to Estonia and to Madame Ene Ergma, President of the Estonian Parliament, for their commitment to this Vega mission through their satellite ESTCube-1, the first satellite orbited for Estonia. Thanks to our long-standing partner Astrium and to Vietnam's Academy of Science and Technology for this fine project, which is VNREDSat-1. What better way for Arianespace to honor this Franco-Vietnamese year than by launching this third satellite for the nation? After 2 telecommunication satellites, I'd like to thank Mr. Chau Van Minh, President of the Vietnamese Academy of Science and Technology, for his trust, as well as for his Vice President, Mr. Dinh Quang Nguyen, and the entire Vietnamese delegation, which was here with us in Kourou. And hello to Hanoi, where you're watching this evening, or should I say this morning. Finally, and on a more personal note, for my first launch as Chairman and CEO of Arianespace, I'd like to say a few words to all the men and women in Europe and in French Guiana who develop, produce, and build our launchers, and especially to the men and women of Arianespace. I appreciate the force of your commitment and your professionalism. Through all of you, I'd like to pay tribute to what I like to call the entire European space ecosystem, the states which finance space policy, the agencies who conceive and develop the missions, the space industry, which is always at the cutting edge of world excellence. Without this active community, which is both public and private, driven by states and coordinated on a European-wide scale, Arianespace would not be able to offer its customers the level of high-quality service that we've come to know. Our customers are our raison d'être, and I'd like to give them the floor now. Thank you.
Dear colleagues, dear all, I will make the speech in English for our Vietnamese community. It was important, it was a challenge, and you made it, we made it, and I would like to, on behalf of Astrium, to congratulate all the people, all men and women, who have participated and allowed this big success. Astrium do recognize the level of this challenge. It was a second flight of a new launcher, and it is a success. It was a complex mission, and with multiple payload configuration. It was the finalization, the tuning of a qualification of a launcher system, and it was a transition to its commercial life. So, thank you for all. Thank you first to the VAST, the Vietnam Academy of Science and Technology. Thank you to the Vietnam government for the trust awarded to Astrium and Arianespace to select the Vega launcher. Thank you to Arianespace and ESA for this smooth ride to orbit for VNREDSat-1. Thank you to CNES for global support in CSG and for its partnership, in particular on Myriad for this program. Thank you to the French authorities represented by the Ministry of Finance and whose representatives in Paris and Hanoi have allowed the financial engineering of this program. The last but not least, of course, is thank you to all Astrium teams and all industrial teams for their efficiency and sometimes for necessary patience they had. This success shows the way for the next one, which is the third flight of Vega, on which Astrium has already put a satellite, a new commercial satellite. Astrium is always looking for more challenges and progress and innovation. Thanks again to all the community of professionals who has worked hard for this achievement. I wish a very good